And welcome back to the 22nd Annual Nerd Olympics, brought to you by Blizzard Entertainment and the third season of Battlestar Galactica in stores now. I'm your host, Stu Logans, and this is my co-host here, Straw Tanner. How are you doing today, Straw?
I'm doing just fantastic. I couldn't even be doing any better, really. You know.
I'm glad to hear that. For those of you just tuning in, we're coming to you live from some kid's basement. But we're coming up on the final round here, Straw, and the competition couldn't be any more heated, really. It's quite the varied amount of competitors. But we managed to talk to them, and let's look back at what they had to say.
Am I dangerous? Well, let me ask you, was Captain Marvel dangerous during the Kree Civil War? Yes, he was. And so am I.
Am I ready? Yeah, ready. I've been, like, training all my life, you know. I've done all kinds of cons, you know. I've done BotCon, and like Comic-Con, and Anime-Con, Snow-Con, Battle-Con, Potter-Con, Secret-Con. I'm not supposed to talk about that. They could kill me for that one. Are they here? Are they? Okay. I'm just checking. Yeah.
Sure, yeah, I go to some conventions. Mostly the toy ones. I like toys.
Am I prepared? Was Iron Man prepared to make his suit of armor when he was captured by the Vietnamese warlord? No, he wasn't. But he used his mind, which is what I'm going to do and crush these
No, yeah, I used to collect a bunch of, you know, all the cool little things back in the 80s. I collected Pogs, lots of them, lots of Pogs. Actually, funny anecdote, my favorite Pog, when the fad died down, I had it surgically implanted into my area. So, in the unlikely, hopefully, event that I get shot someday, my life will be saved by a Pog.
Here we are at our final event here. I'm not really sure what they're about to play. They never really told me, but from the looks of it, I can see a risk board, Dungeons and Dragons figurines, some cards. Looks pretty interesting, wouldn't you say so, Straw?
Oh, that is neat.
I can't wait to see what plays out. Let's take a look at the action here.
Statement of retribution to North Africa. Oppose.
All right.
Prepare to oppose.
3 to 6.
I 8, 11, 9. You
would like to change.
Deal with it.
I would like to play this loyal earth elemental under the protection of this shaman right here.
Well, that was a dumb move. Good luck using it.
Using its power to move him to Peru.
Oh, nice job.
To Peru. I now secretly activate my spell of invisibility. What?
Why would you need invisibility?
Why do you want to be invisible?
Invisibility is good.
Because it allows me to use my counter spell, which allows me to teleport all my invisible characters to China.
You can't do that! You can't do that! China! You can't do that! Hey!
China.
You can't do that!
Right here. Jello. China. Why are
You
you going to China?
Listen, Pogman. Temporary alliance. 2 turns, 3 turns max.
You
don't have time for this! He's in Asia! Make a decision for once in your life!
Accepted.
Prepare to oppose.
I oppose. Proposing with the 3-turn rule. Very good. 7.
Whoa.
9.
Oh dear, there appears to be some type of disturbance at the board now. One of the contestants seems to be inspecting another contestant's die.
This could be trouble.
I'm not sure if it's weighted or...
Something with what? Unsportsmanship?
I think it's laced with something.
Nothing. It's just a special...
Look at
Man, that nerd is shaking a lot.
You know, Straw, I'm not gonna lie, this looks like side effects of Adderall.
Adderall.
That's really a shame.
It's ridiculous. They claim I'm using Adderall. I've never used Adderall in my entire life. It's false accusations with okay. It was just a little, okay. So maybe I used it a little bit, but it's only for my ADD. I swear, it's only for my ADD. I have a doctor's note. Okay, I don't really have a doctor's note. It's just a I just want to play WoW, you know? There's not enough hours in the day. I'm not a bad person.
Eugene Merca has brought disgrace to the fine game that is Dungeons and Risk Dragons The Gathering, and all appropriate expansion packs thereof, and I will never play in another match with him again. Was it a bad idea for him to cheat using Adderall? Was it a bad idea for Superman to come back from the dead in the mid-90s with a mullet and a shaggy beard? Yes, it was. Sales declined rapidly, and I never trusted him again.
So yeah, it turned out that one guy was cheating. He had the Adderall stuff. He weighted his dice, and also he apparently invented some sort of magical decoder ring to help him solve puzzles. I don't think the ring worked, but the other stuff, yeah, he cheated.
And a first in Nerd Olympic history. This is quite something. We are down 2 in a sudden death tiebreaker challenge. Man, this is something, isn't it, Straw? Oh man, we're coming down to Franklin Miller and Jay Unit. It's quite something. There's I believe the challenge is to ask a girl out properly.
That is going to be tough.
That's strange because I really expected them to be a winner in today's competition, and I don't know if that's going to be possible now, but we'll see we'll see how it unfolds. Let's take a look. And here it is. The first to ask this girl out successfully is our champion.
Champion!
That is quite something. I'm getting goosebumps all over my body at this point.
Goosebumps.
Really. Straw, I think I know where you're coming from here. It's not happening for Franklin. Oh dear.
What is wrong with these people?
Well, Straw, they just weren't brought up correctly as children.
Man.
I assume.
Jeez.
And also they're just
wow, this is taking forever.
Yes, this is too long. We're just gonna cut the live feed.
Am I prepared? Let me ask you, was Iron Man prepared when he was imprisoned by the Vietnamese warlord? No, he wasn't. But am I prepared? Yes, I am. It's a poor analogy, but, these guys, amateurs, they don't know what they're talking about. So, pretty much what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna walk in there, scope out the crowd, and I'm gonna say, hey, you, get out of here, go back to conventions, which I frequent, and stay out of this Olympics. Olympii. Is it Olympii or... I'm going to say the Olympics. So I'm going to lay out the pwn rug so hard that these guys go back to thinking that Simpsons Season 1 was funny. And it wasn't funny.
Alright, that was good.
How well is the competition going? Well, let me ask you, how well did Superman do against Doomsday? Not good. He died in Superman 75. You know how I know that? Because I'm better than these guys. Am I going to win? What happened to the Captain Marvel in the Kree Civil War? Well, that's a bad example because he died. But what happened? I think I'm going to win.